the frequency and the scale of these fires matters. And of course, post-fire moisture,
Yeah.
can influence. So timing and
Ah,
the growing conditions after fires. And of course, I've thought a lot about large bovids like cattle or bison, but I think in the in some of the other native wildlife populations, there's some good examples. And when I was a grad student, I got real interested in how these animals may preferentially choose areas that have been burned and maybe they're regrowing, and thought a lot about wildlife. And there's a paper that came out of BC back in 1985, Seep and Bunnell, and it was stone sheep that had access to burned and unburned ranges. And they reported that those sheep that had access to burned alpine range had lower lungworm larvae counts and then higher lamb production. So, a lot of times with cattle, we're thinking about weaning weights in the fall and, production. But there's these other potential benefits as it changes like microhabitat at very fine scales and very large scales too. And so, there's an example from right there in your backyard, with a really probably pretty iconic wildlife species.